Great ideas can really shake things up, good or bad. They can totally transform stuff, from the latest gadgets to how we treat each other. These are 15 surprising sources of great ideas. Welcome to the growth mindset. 1. Nature. Staring up at a swirling nebula, all colorful and mysterious, or peeking into a forest teeming with life. Nature's just incredible, right? It makes you wonder, how on earth does that work? Or, why is it even there? These questions are what get your brain buzzing with new ideas. Think about it. Being outside and surrounded by all the sights, sounds, and even the smells can shake things loose in your head. That rushing river could spark a killer song, or that spiderweb's design might inspire your next project. Nature's basically a giant playground for your imagination. Even just a walk in the park can work wonders. Nature chills you out, clears your head, and lets you look at your problems with fresh eyes. It's like hitting the reset button on your brain. Stepping away from screens and into the sunshine can help you break out of a mental rut and tackle those challenges with a whole new focus. 2. Art and culture. Art is basically a giant imagination machine, right? It throws all these new ideas and experiences at you, shaking things up and making you see the world differently. If a history exhibit that flips the script on what you thought you knew, or a mind-blowing piece of modern art, then stuff like that gets your brain working overtime. Asking questions and sparking curiosity, that's the good stuff that leads to awesome ideas. But art isn't all sunshine and rainbows. It can make you feel a whole range of emotions, happy, sad, angry, etc. Figuring out why you feel that way can lead to some serious self-discovery, and that can totally change how you approach problems. You start thinking outside the box and coming up with creative solutions you might not have seen before. Art can also be like a magic empathy machine. It lets you step into someone else's shoes and see the world from their perspective. That understanding of different experiences and challenges is what fuels innovation and helps create stories that everyone can connect with. Pretty cool, huh? 3. Urban exploration. Have you ever gotten stuck on an idea while staring at a blank page? Cities are the cure for that. Think about it. Those amazing murals on buildings, they're basically stories and challenges just waiting to be explored. They could spark your next writing project, a killer character design, or even an awesome marketing campaign. And the cool thing is, inspiration is hiding everywhere. A rusty fire escape, a beat-up brick wall, even a forgotten alley. These might seem like nothing, but for a creative mind, they're gold. They can spark ideas for paintings, photos, or heck, even fashion designs. Cities are like giant puzzle boxes, with people constantly coming up with creative solutions to everyday problems. Watching how they do it can give you a whole new way to tackle your own challenges. Plus, cities are amazing melting pots of cultures, ideas, and experiences. Just meeting new people and seeing how they live can open your eyes and fuel your creativity in a whole new way. So next time you're feeling uninspired, ditch the blank page and hit the streets. 4. Coffee shops. Have you noticed how coffee shops have this cool buzz going on? It's not just the caffeine. The chatter, the clinking of cups, even the hiss of the espresso machine all mix into this background noise that's actually kind of stimulating. It keeps your brain on its toes without being overwhelming. Plus, coffee shops are full of interesting things to look at, from art on the walls to comfy chairs, or even just people working on cool projects. This can spark new ideas and connections you might not have expected. Brainstorming with a friend over coffee is awesome because the relaxed vibe makes it easy to chat openly and explore ideas freely. And of course, the coffee itself can give you that extra focus boost to help you power through a creative block. Coffee shops can be these little hubs where unexpected things happen. You might strike up a conversation with a stranger, or overhear a fascinating discussion that leads to a valuable connection or a whole new collaboration. Pretty neat, right? 5. Social interactions. Ever get stuck on a problem? Talking to a friend can be a game changer. Their fresh perspective might spark a new idea you hadn't thought of. Think of it like brainstorming together. By bouncing ideas back and forth, you can strengthen your solution and identify any weak spots. Your friend might point out something you missed, or together you can build on each other's ideas to create something even better. So next time you're feeling stuck, don't be afraid to reach out for help. A good chat can do wonders for your creativity. 6. Solitude and reflection. You know, it's hard to focus on anything if your brain is like a busy marketplace where people are yelling, music is playing. Solitude is like taking a quiet walk in nature. With less noise, your mind can wander freely, and that's when cool ideas pop up. Without conversations and multitasking, you can dive deeper into your thoughts. Reflection is like taking a good look at your existing ideas, questioning them, and maybe even making surprising connections. That's the recipe for innovation. Spending time alone also helps you connect with yourself, like figuring out your strengths, weaknesses, and even any hidden biases you might have. Knowing yourself better is key to coming up with ideas that are both creative and important to you. And guess what? When there's less external stuff bombarding you, your mind naturally craves new things. Solitude can make you curious, like opening a book on a topic you never thought about before. This exploration can lead to unexpected connections and, who knows, maybe even the next big invention. 7. Travel and exploration. Travel is like a giant brain shake. It totally throws your routine out the window, which is actually a good thing. Think of it like putting on a fresh pair of glasses. You see everything differently. New places have surprising stuff everywhere you look, from crazy customs to landscapes that blow your mind. This gets you questioning all your usual ways of thinking, which is awesome for coming up with brand new ideas. Stuck in a rut? Get out and travel. If you're wandering through a bustling market, all sights, sounds, smells, and tastes hitting you at once, an idea for a killer business pops into your head. Or maybe you're hiking and get to a viewpoint with a view that knocks your socks off. Boom! Inspiration for a story strikes. Travel is a sensory feast that can spark connections in your brain you never knew existed. Traveling lets you see things up close, and they might just inspire solutions to problems you're facing back home. So next time you're feeling stuck, pack your bags and hit the road. You never know what kind of creative spark you might find. 8. Books and knowledge. We know the books as portals to different realities. You get to peek into other people's minds, see the world through their eyes, and experience things you might never have otherwise. It's like a constant barrage of fresh ideas that can shake up your whole way of thinking. Reading is like building a giant mental library. The more you explore different subjects, the bigger and more interesting your collection becomes. And guess what? The coolest inventions often pop up when you connect things that seem totally unrelated. That's where books come in. They introduce you to the smartest people who ever lived, letting you learn from their genius and their problem-solving tricks. It's like having a personal brain trust at your fingertips. A good book can be like a magic spark. It can whisk you away to fantastical lands or make you see everyday things in a whole new light. It gets your imagination firing on all cylinders. And that's where truly unique ideas take root. Think of books as seeds you plant in your mind. The more you read, the more seeds you sow, and the richer and more creative your garden of thoughts will become. 9. Blank space. Ever notice how those great ideas sometimes hit you in the shower? That's because when your brain isn't overloaded, it's free to roam around and make wild connections. It's like taking a step back from a puzzle to see the whole picture. When you're relaxed, your brain can keep working on things in the background. Sometimes the solution pops up when you least expect it. Just like your phone gets bogged down from too many apps, your mind needs some blank space to clear out the clutter. That way, when you come back to something, you're fresh and ready for new ideas. 10. Moments of beauty. You know, staring at the same wall, the same screen, and the same old ideas swirling around in your head? Here's a trick. Take a break and go find something beautiful. Think about it. Beauty can really get your brain working in fresh new ways. It can spark all sorts of emotions, and those feelings can be like magic ingredients for creativity. You enjoying a breathtaking view, a song that makes you shiver, or even a flower so perfect it takes your breath away. All of a sudden, your brain starts making connections you never thought of, like bam, new ideas out of nowhere. Plus, a little beauty break can be like hitting refresh on your mind. It lets all the clutter settle down, making space for fresh thoughts and solutions to pop up. It's like being more mindful, really present in the moment. And guess what? That laser focus translates perfectly back to your creative work. You come back feeling supercharged and ready to tackle that brainstorming session or project with a whole new perspective. And the coolest part? Beauty isn't just about fancy museums or far-off vacations. It's everywhere. Tiny details in nature, unexpected places, even different cultures. All these things can open your eyes to totally new ways of thinking. It's like a treasure hunt for inspiration, and the prize is a toolbox full of innovative ideas. So next time you're feeling stuck, ditch the routine and go find something beautiful. You might just surprise yourself with what you come up with. 11. Everyday life. Think about it. The world around you is full of little surprises waiting to be noticed. A funny conversation on the bus, a clever way someone tackles a problem, even a stunning sunset. These can all spark new ideas or connections that lead to something truly creative. Daily challenges, no matter how small, are basically secret opportunities to flex your creative muscles. Stuck in a traffic jam every day? Maybe you brainstorm ways to improve the flow of traffic. Or maybe your grocery store layout drives you nuts. Could you redesign it for a smoother experience? These everyday problems can be springboards for innovative solutions that could even go way beyond the initial issue. Our daily lives are like giant information buffets. You might overhear a chat on the bus, read a cool article, or see a strange new gadget at the store. These seemingly random things can bump around in your brain and make unexpected connections, leading to a creative mashup of ideas that could be the next big thing. Sometimes limitations can actually be your secret weapon for creativity. Working on a DIY project with barely any materials, or brainstorming marketing ideas on a shoestring budget? These constraints force you to get creative and come up with solutions you might not have thought of otherwise. Think of it like a creative muscle workout. Sure, routine can feel a bit boring sometimes, but it also sets the stage for creative exploration. Having a regular schedule lets you block out time specifically for brainstorming and coming up with new ideas. Plus, the familiar rhythm of your daily routine can free up your mind to wander and make unexpected connections you wouldn't have noticed otherwise. So keep an eye out for those little sparks of inspiration in your everyday life. You never know where your next great idea might be hiding. 12. Personal reflection. Our everyday lives are overflowing with inspiration, but it's easy to miss it all in the daily hustle. Reflection is like taking a magnifying glass to your experiences, helping you spot hidden connections and patterns you might have glossed over. Think about a recent project or conversation. What surprised you? What roadblocks did you hit? When you take a moment to really think about these things, it can spark a whole bunch of new ideas. Reflection is basically holding a mirror up to your thought process. You start to see your strengths, weaknesses, and even those little biases you weren't aware of. Knowing your strengths is like having a secret weapon. You can use them in new ways to tackle problems creatively. Hey, nobody's perfect. Recognizing your weaknesses can help you find new tools or perspectives to overcome them, opening doors to fresh approaches. Reflection also ignites your curiosity about the why behind things. Why did a specific approach work or fail? Why did you react a certain way in that situation? Digging deeper into these questions can take you on unexpected journeys, exposing you to new information and possibilities that spark entirely new ideas. Think of reflection as solidifying the lessons you learn from your experiences. You can analyze both your wins and your flops, figuring out what worked and what didn't. This knowledge bank becomes your personal idea springboard. The next time you face a similar challenge, you'll approach it with a fresh perspective, armed with the wisdom of your past experiences. Reflection can even give you a little nudge outside your comfort zone. By analyzing past experiences, you might realize there were times you could have been bolder or tried something different. This awareness can empower you to experiment with new ideas and approaches in the future, leading to breakthroughs you might never have expected. 13. Collaboration. When you and a bunch of friends from totally different backgrounds are kicking around some ideas, and if one person's a tech whiz, another's an artist, and someone else just loves history. This mix of experiences sparks fresh thinking, right? That's the power of collaboration. When you brainstorm together, different viewpoints challenge your assumptions and make your ideas even stronger. Maybe your original plan gets tweaked, or maybe it sparks a whole new direction you hadn't considered. It's like bouncing ideas off each other and building on top of them. One person's thought sparks a connection in another's mind, leading to something truly innovative. Collaboration is also contagious. The energy and excitement of a team working together can lead to all sorts of creative breakthroughs. Plus, by looking at a problem from different angles, you're more likely to find the best solution possible. Of course, to make collaboration work, You gotta communicate clearly. If everyone understands each other's ideas, they can contribute their best and watch the magic happen. 14. Play and experimentation. Playfulness is like a magic key that unlocks the door and lets you explore all sorts of cool new stuff. It gets your brain out of that rigid mode and lets you think outside the box. Think of it like trying a wacky recipe in the kitchen. It might not always be a masterpiece, but you might just stumble on a surprising new favorite dish. That's the thing about trying new things, even if they don't always work out perfectly. Sometimes those failures can lead to even better ideas. It's like learning from your mistakes, but way more fun. Play lets you experiment freely, like a kid in a sandbox. You never know what connections you might make by just messing around. Mashing together seemingly random ideas can spark some truly innovative solutions. Looking at problems from a different angle is like having a secret decoder ring to unlock hidden answers. Playful experimentation lets you see things in a whole new light. You might be surprised by what you find when you get creative. Plus, it's like having a workshop where you can build and test tons of ideas quickly. Each try is a chance to learn and improve, getting you closer to that amazing solution faster. 15. Silence and stillness. Our brains get overloaded these days. It's like information overload. But silence is your friend. It's like hitting refresh on your mind, clearing out all that clutter. This makes space for brand new ideas, like suddenly seeing a bunch of cool connections you never noticed before. Without distractions, you can really dig into your thoughts and get a better understanding. Think of it like a blurry picture. In silence, you can zoom in and see all the sharp details and patterns that were hidden before. Plus, silence lets you unlock your subconscious mind. You know those aha moments that hit you out of the blue? They often happen when you're not even trying, just letting your mind wander. In the quiet, you can pay attention to the little things around you and inside yourself. Maybe you'll hear the birds chirping, notice the room getting warmer, or even realize you're feeling a certain way. All of a sudden, inspiration strikes. So, make some quiet time for yourself every day or week. It could be meditation, a nature walk, or even just chilling out somewhere comfy with no screens. At first, the silence might feel weird. You might have the urge to grab your phone, but resist. Give your mind a chance to adjust and enjoy the peace. You'll be surprised by what you discover. Self-improvement is a lifelong journey, and every step you take brings you closer to becoming the best version of yourself. We hope you found our tips helpful and inspiring. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. We'd also love to hear your thoughts and feedback in the comments section below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more inspiring content and helpful tips on personal growth and development. We release new videos every day, so be sure to hit the notification bell to stay updated. Thank you again for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.